evening, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ozzy. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. And today's video is going to be a little bit different. I've talked about like scammy behavior and those kind of things from resellers, and my Royale High resellers are smoking something video. But I've noticed a lot of Traderie bots and scams going around, and I just wanted to talk about something that's been becoming more and more common in the Royale High trading community. Obviously, this video isn't to specifically start like witch hunts or to encourage anyone to harass anyone. Any of the screenshots and examples I'm going to show are simply to educate people on common patterns and help you hopefully stay safe online. Also, keep in mind, having one or two of these signs doesn't automatically make someone a scammer. There's a lot of signs that could genuinely just be based on like them being new. The goal here is to encourage caution and critical thinking. Don't just immediately assume. But anyways, so one really big thing you have to understand is what is a bot account. If you've spent any amount of time on Traderie, you've probably seen the listings that seem way too good to be true. Some of these accounts are automated bots, and sometimes they're real people trying to scam others. The goal is usually the same: get you off of Traderie and onto another platform or website where they can trick you into giving away your account information. The important thing is to remember that they're usually trying to create urgency or excitement, so you stop thinking pretty critically. Things that obviously, like in general, will make me personally cautious. When I'm browsing listings, there are obviously a few things that I try and look at, try and slow down and to think more carefully. Things like brand new accounts, bios telling you to search for a YouTube channel. I didn't add this to the list, but there is one that's very common that I've seen over the past couple of years, and I will have some examples. I will be showing screenshots of everything so you can see visually what they look like as well. But one really big one I see all of the time is I'm quitting Royale High, I'm giving everything away for really cheap because I have to go back to school. And I think this is really funny because I see a really large amount of accounts that state that they're based in the US doing this around this time. Now, I'm obviously not from every place in the United States, but I've lived here long enough to know that not a lot of people are actually still in school right now, outside of, I think, maybe college students. And you can kind of tell that it's not a college student due to the grammar and how many freaking emojis they use, which is also very common. It's also very common for AI to use a lot of emojis. I think that now don't 100% be like, oh, this person used 17 emojis in their message, that must mean they're a bot. Sometimes people just want their message to look pretty. A lot of times they'll not actually have their account connected to their profile, and they'll say, my joins are on, I'll send the link in chat. Do not. Oh my god, I had so many people on this Twitter post that I made a Twitter post, and I was like, because I like to try and make Twitter posts to see if there's any topics that anyone like answers to said Twitter post. I like to write Twitter posts and try and get like the community's opinions and stuff like that. Do not ever click any links. This should be obvious, but I made a post and it says, what are y'all's Royale High Traderie horror stories, plus what are some of the most obvious scams you saw people trying to make? And one person was like, and no hate to any of the people that I talk about in this video, that is the biggest reason why I'm not going to say their names or anything like that. No judgment. They were probably young and didn't understand. And they said, okay, this happened last year. I was scrolling on there, aka Traderie, hoping to find a cheap Halo to gift my friend and ended up clicking onto an obvious scam one. I was so desperate because it was my friend's birthday, lol, so I did what the scammer told me to do in DMs and ended up going to a fake Roblox website and entered my info, lol. I even tried to do quick sign in and wondered why it wasn't working. It was fake. Anyways, thankfully my account has 2FA, aka two-factor verification, so I just denied the login attempt and changed my password. I do want to add this, by the way. Not all websites, like a lot of websites, sorry to correct my English, can bypass two-factor verification, so please keep that in mind. I think when I got hacked, I had two-factor verification. I had a lot of like, I had a specific email that no one has access to, not even like robots or anything like that. And they still somehow had gotten access to that, despite me never clicking any links, never telling anyone that account's password, that email, nothing like that. So it's insane. Another person says, my horror story. Someone sent me a link to Roblox and told me to join from the link, and I was new to Traderie, so I stupidly opened the link and got hacked. Also, I saw someone sell Whimsy Witch sleeves for a posy set, which is insane. But this is also very, very common where, and I've seen this a lot on Discord as well, recently being picked up, are links that look like something legit and aren't. Don't click any links. Just don't. Like, if their account is not connected to their Traderie profile, I wouldn't trade with it. And here's my excuse, right? And before anyone's like, oh, but what if it was their old account and they can't unlink it? You can unlink a Traderie, like Roblox account, and it's very easy. And I'm gonna pull this up to just kind of explain this to you guys. When you're looking at a Traderie profile, oh, that was so bright. Oh, anyways, I can't see. When you're looking at a Traderie profile, their account will be, I think, up here somewhere. I don't think I can see mine. Let me see, you know what? Let me look at. I have followers, right? I have 17 followers on Traderie. That's sick. I don't know. Some people do put it in their bio. I do know that this person is trustworthy though, because I actually know this person. I don't know where it shows it. I thought it showed it like right here, but I could be wrong. I don't know if I can. This is. That's crazy. That's a story time for another day. I don't know if anybody who's been following me for a long time knows that username. Let me know. I thought it would show up here. I could be wrong. I think when you're also looking at a listing. I always hate this crap. I'm sorry. No offense to Scully here. I hate this stupid crap. I don't like, I don't care about the fucking emojis. Like, by the way, anyone I've seen with the you add, I add, not adding emojis in their like thingy never end up using them, and it drives me nuts. I don't know where to see it, but it's typically on their account, or if you're in. Do I have anything that's like recent? Here, if you're on Traderie, their account will typically be right here. My point is, right, and then it opens up the legit Roblox page to this person's account. Shout out to Soul, you're in my video now. But my point is, right, you can go to your settings, you can scroll down, and you can click unverify your Roblox and verify another Roblox account. So if at any point, and sometimes maybe people just don't know that, and you can always give people benefit of the doubt, but personally, if it's not attached to their account, I try not to trade them. Unless I see that they have like a massive amount of like reviews and stuff like that. That's just personal preference though. Like I would always just err on the cautious side, because it's very easy to link an account to your Traderie account. So you not linking it or linking a updated one to your account is always kind of sketchy to me. Take that information as what you will. Anyways, back to some of my other points. Now that I kind of explained that, I lost my page. I have so many tabs open. Another thing, again, check my profile on my YouTube. Multiple expensive items listed for unbelievably low prices. Repeated copy and paste descriptions are always a very, very big one. A lot of bots literally use the same format on 7 different profiles. Random usernames with a lot of numbers can also be very common. A lot of the times, some usernames are just numbers, so that's kind of sketchy. And empty looking profiles, whether that is individually their Traderie profile or their Roblox profile itself. Again, none of these alone prove anything, but I will say several of them together, that's when I kind of become a little more cautious. So there are a list of different types of scam methods. And I did write this down using my Milanote method, because this is like so helpful. Again, I'm not sponsored or anything like them. I don't get paid to talk about them. But it is really nice. This is really great. I love being able to just have everything to look at. So, unrealistically good deals. One of the biggest red flags is a listing that's simply too good to be true. For example, a halo listed for a tiny fraction of its value, multiple rare items all listed well below marketplace, someone claiming they're giving away everything for free to the first person who messages them. Sometimes generous people do exist, but scammers know that excitement makes people less cautious. So think before you do things. Another one is my joins are on. You might see bios saying my joins are on, join me through my profile, instructions on my YouTube, username in my latest video. By itself, this isn't proof alone. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen a genuine person. Now don't get me wrong, I do state that I am a YouTuber in my bio, or a content creator. I don't know if you can actually type the word YouTube, because that is such a common thing. I've never seen a genuine human being who isn't trying to scam you, who isn't a robot, state username in my latest video, instructions on my YouTube, and be genuine, if that makes sense. So typically anytime I see that, I immediately dip. Like if I have to go to a second party platform that isn't Traderie or Roblox to find your account, that's sketchy. Just connect it to your Traderie account. It's not that hard. It takes like 2 seconds. Be so for real. Obviously, by itself isn't proof of anything, but it's commonly paired with fake YouTube channels and phishing scams. Also, the YouTube link. Like, the YouTube link that they could be sending you, the account that they could be sending you to, God knows. God knows what they're doing, okay? Recently created account. Some suspicious accounts are very new because scammers constantly make replacements after previous accounts getting banned. Things you might notice is very recent creation date, almost no profile information, empty or nearly empty listings except valuable items, no reviews or history, also no profile pictures. No profile pictures is very common. I did see one with a profile picture in my examples section, which was very surprising. But yeah, again, doesn't automatically mean they're a scammer, but everyone starts somewhere. Pressure and urgency. Scammers don't want you to think carefully. You might see messages like, hurry, someone else wants it, first come, first serve, need gone ASAP, only available for 5 minutes. Creating pressure makes people less likely to double check links or question suspicious behavior. Repeated listings is always a big one. Sometimes you'll notice a dozen listings that all look very identical. The wording exactly the same, the price is exactly the same, the descriptions are exactly the same. Sometimes even multiple accounts will have identical bios, which is a very big one. That kind of repetition, I don't know how to say that word even though I typed it, can be a sign the automated accounts are being used. Again, go to my YouTube. Probably one of the most common scams you may see. Instead of communicating through Traderie, they'll tell you to search up a YouTube channel, watch a specific video, click the link in the description, and follow specific instructions there. typically, the reason why they do that is because sometimes common knowledge is if someone sends you a link on Traderie, don't click it. Duh. Plus, I think there's a lot of Traderie bot mod things that like try and prevent you from saying certain things like that. But YouTube, I can put any kind of link in my description and it could be a scam. There's no moderation on links whatsoever. Highly doubt that there ever will be moderation on YouTube links. I don't think YouTube cares. I'm gonna be honest. They don't want to chat normally. Again, check bio, watch YouTube, join their profile, follow instructions, copy paste responses. Trying to move it to somewhere else: Discord, YouTube, TikTok, external websites, random links. Always ask yourself why they can't simply discuss the trade where you already are. Strange usernames, typically a lot of random letters, long strings of numbers, keyboard spam, auto-generated names. It's kind of very obvious sometimes, but just because it's obvious to me does not mean it's obvious to you. Of course, plenty of legitimate players also have random usernames, so this should never be used by itself as evidence, and honestly, I would very rarely look at a username and be like, oh yeah, this is a bot, because you can't tell. You can't always tell. Sometimes it's kind of obvious, but it's not. Generic or possibly stolen profiles, generic avatars, copied profile pictures, empty profiles, very little activity, bios copied across multiple accounts, and then common scam scenarios. Here's an example of how these scams often work. You search for an item, you find an unbelievably good deal, the bio tells you to check YouTube. The YouTube video tells you to click a profile link. The profile link goes to a fake Roblox login page. You log in because it looks real. Your account details are stolen. The trade was never the goal. Getting your login information was. Very simple. Very, very easy. So one thing is, I never really try and look at if you're trading someone on Twitter. Right, so let's go to a different platform and not just Traderie here. If you're trading somebody on Twitter or you're trading them from TikTok, cross trading is a really big thing. Selling items for money. I see a lot of Royale High to Adopt Me or Royale High to, I think it's Murder Mystery 2. Okay, I've played that game maybe once or twice in my entire lifetime. Don't get it, don't care. But this post coincidentally by my thumbnail artist, loved the video, anyways, they said another reason not to cross trade. These proofs are from two completely different accounts. Don't fall for scams, guys. And then you can look at this photo here. You can see that this account has an E on the end, and then this account here, name is 6166. Now, a lot of people say, oh, but what if it's a middleman? I don't care. First off, why are you cross-trading? Secondly, if you cross-trade and you get banned, I don't feel sorry for you. Potentially hot take, don't feel sorry for you whatsoever. The game tells you anytime that you trade, do not cross-trade. Do not cross-trade. Adopt Me tells you, Royale High tells you, just about any game that has trading tells you. And they will likely not do anything about it. They can't help you because you kind of put yourself in that situation. So if you cross trade and something negative happens to you, I'm sorry, that's on you, bro. Anyways, this account was actually the first photo I saw, and this is actually the photo I used in the Twitter post that I made. Dude, really, it is. Here's the Twitter post. Dude, I've been blowing up on Twitter recently. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I appreciate it. I did just hit 700 over there, which is insane. Did not think I was going to do. But you can see just about every Halo possible was posted on this account. Also notice that they have multiple listings posted in like a span of seconds. It typically takes a couple seconds more to like post a listing on Traderie. So you typically can't post multiple in a span of one time frame. So like notice these two were posted at the exact same time, posted at the exact same time, posted at the exact same time. Obviously my little note is notice how this account has 5+ Halos listed for way below value. These two accounts I actually put on here for some pretty obvious reasons. So another common thing with bots, bots will use is to claim they're quitting or having to start school and selling their items for cheap. So we can look at this profile here, which is the start of this insanely long deep dive on Traderie that I did. I did obviously report both accounts. I don't have any updates on if the accounts are still there, other than kind of some stuff that I'll talk about in just a second. So you can see their bio says, my Royal High items are for free, because I have, and then it just cuts off, and then O starts school activities, so I have to stop playing. Notice how this isn't for free though, these are for 1K. Also notice this account was created June 2026, so it was probably created shortly before posting. I have to stop playing. Online will respond in 1 minute to 20 minutes. Busy will respond in 30 to 1 hour. Offline will respond in 3+ hours. Again, this is clearly a scam account. Clearly. At least it was not against me. And then this person has the exact same copy-pasted bio. It was crazy enough. I saw a listing from both of these people on the same page, and I saw both of their names. Saw that they had 0 reviews, 0 followers, 0 everything. Not even a profile picture yet. And I opened them, and then after I reported the first account, it was immediately offline. I actually could see the you're limited to 5 total now. You couldn't see any of their listings. And everything was gone, basically. And I said all of these accounts posts were removed / hidden after setting their account to offline. Now, just because they set their account to offline does not mean anything, because when on Traderie, when you set an account offline, it does not show anyone what you're trading, even if they're on your profile, because you're offline, you're not available to see your post. And that was a decently recent update that a lot of the bots haven't caught up to yet. Surely they will eventually, so do keep that in mind. As for the second account, this was their entire post here. Everything that they had posted, all 800 diamonds. You'll see that too. They'll all typically be the same price. And when that's the case, kind of typically a scam. Sometimes I'll be listing a bunch of things on there for like 1K. I will, but I have enough evidence on my account to show that I'm obviously not a scammer. So, obvious. After I reported this account as well, I saw that they went offline and then changed their bio again, and it says, if you want to join the game with me, please check my video comment column, because there I have marked the URL for you to join me. I put my URL in my latest comment column in every video I make for you to join me. So this person's a YouTuber or a content creator of some sort, right? Why don't you have any of your social medias linked on your Traderie account? I'm serious. Like, you can do that. I don't think you can link your YouTube or anything like that, which is fair, but you can link your Twitter. Which, again, not a lot of content creators use Twitter. That's fine. Twitter's a crazy place. But I got my Discord account and my Twitter linked on there. You're a YouTuber, but you don't have a profile picture. You don't have any reviews. Mine's from October 23rd. Like, I've got enough reviews. Also, I don't think I have a single 1-star review. Not even a 2 or 3 or 4. I've got all 5 stars. Not bragging, but like it's very obvious that like I'm legit. Plus, yeah, to me it's my account, obviously. But like, you don't have any of that. I do have it. I have YTuber because I do believe YouTube gets tagged out. Twitch streamer, artist, and more. I do have my Roblox in my bio, but it is obviously connected to my account. I do kind of list that I don't really care about making profit. That can be why I have items listed for cheap. I haven't posted anything since I posted this Halo, like the other day. But yeah, so very, very, very big common things. Reported them, reloaded the page, and they were suddenly offline and had a completely new bio. I think it's interesting that as soon as I reported these accounts, they were offline. I don't know if that's Traderie or if they somehow have a way to detect if people reported them. Don't know. Don't care. So, now what? I think I found a scammer. What should I do? First off, don't panic. It's not the end of the world. And it also, just as important, don't start a witch hunt. Seeing one suspicious sign, or maybe even multiple, doesn't always automatically mean someone is a scammer. Even seeing multiple signs is obviously absolute no proof. Instead, obviously stay cautious, avoid clicking links, any links that they send. Keep communication on trusted platforms whenever possible. If they violate Traderie's rules, report them. There's a report feature, and Traderie does have like little like reward points that you can get. Let me see, collectibles. There are rewards that you can get, achievements that you can get. You can literally get, if you report a bot, you get some points for it. It's only once, but like still, my point is, even if you didn't want a reward, you shouldn't want a reward. The reward should be knowing that you didn't get scammed and knowing that somebody else who maybe doesn't understand isn't gonna fall for a scam. Report the freaking account. Report the freaking account. But do also, another thing I will suggest is on Traderie, they allow you to upload images. Take screenshots and save it to your file and then upload it, and then you can delete the screenshot after you've already reported it. If you genuinely believe, I didn't mean to move that. If you genuinely believe they're attempting to scam players, report the account through the proper channels instead of confronting them directly. Warn your friends about common scam tactics without encouraging harassment of specific users. The goal is to keep people safe, not start public call-out campaigns. The best protection isn't knowing every scam, it's slowing down, double-checking links, question deals that seem too good to be true, don't let someone pressure you into rushing, and remember, a missed trade is temporary. Losing your account can take years to recover from, or even worse, you can never recover from it. As someone who has experienced that themselves, I lost my childhood Roblox account while I was live on Twitch. And this was just because I joined a Roblox game on Roblox that someone suggested I join in my Twitch chat. And never heard of that scam before. Lost my Roblox account was immediately terminated. I didn't get to, like, I have the video evidence. I had everything. I do think I ended up making a video about it in the past. I don't know if that video is still up, because I went through and I deleted a lot of my YouTube videos, pretty recently. I'm never going to get that account back. Not unless I can somehow meet the owner of Roblox personally and be like, hey, yo, I'm cool, right? Like, you're cool. Can you pull some strings? That was low-key, like, and I know that a lot of people are like, oh, but it's just a Roblox account, it's not that deep. Some people have 5 years, 10 years. I had that Roblox account since I was a wee little lad. Like, that, I cried so fucking hard, dude. I was so mad about losing it. The second so what point, before I start crying and get lost in the fact that I lost my Roblox account, my second so what point is, I clicked a link, now what? If all you did was open a page and didn't enter information, close the link immediately and avoid interacting any further. Or just don't click the link. If you entered your Roblox username and password, change your password immediately. Change your email immediately. It takes maybe a couple minutes to make a new Gmail account. Make a new Gmail account. I also suggest having a Gmail account specifically for your Roblox and not have it have access to anything else. Change your password immediately, sign out of all other sessions if possible, make sure your email account is also secure, enable two-factor authentication if you haven't already. Also, please keep in mind, even if you do have it, it doesn't always prevent things like that. My Royale breaks in the background here. I'm so sorry. And there goes our genuinely beautiful Royale music. If you entered a verification code or believe someone gained access to your account, change all of your passwords as quickly as possible. Check your account settings for any unauthorized changes. Remove unfamiliar links, devices, or sessions if available. Contact Roblox support if you've lost access to your account or your account has been compromised. Second, if you've lost your items, take screenshots of anything you still have. Traderie message, chat logs, usernames, trade histories, emails, screenshots of suspicious links. Save everything before deleting messages. Report the through Roblox. On Royale High, Royale High has an email that you can use. I don't know why there's this little thing that's like popped up on my thingy there. I don't know why that happened. You can use, I do believe it's like, let me, oh, okay, I don't know what happened there. Anyways, the official Royale High account email is support@royalehigh.com. Very simple, very easy. Also, check your other games. Even if you were trading that account for Royale High items, they will likely go towards other popular games. Adopt Me was one. I lost both everything in Royale High and Adopt Me. Adopt Me, from what I've seen on their official page, now they used to, when I was hacked, not the time when I got my account terminated, but when I lost all of my Royale High items and Adopt Me items, I did report everything to both Adopt Me and Royale High as well. Adopt Me didn't do anything, did not respond, did not do anything. I do know that now on their page, they tell you that you need to report that your account got hacked through Roblox and take it up with them to get your items back through Adopt Me. I don't think it works like that. I don't know. I've not heard anyone say, hey, I got hacked and Adopt Me and this was how I was able to get my items back. Haven't seen it. Never been contacted back from like Adopt Me support. Not only did I go to the Adopt Me support website, I went to the website. It was set up differently at the time than it is now. And now if it just says that you got hacked and you lost your items, it says something about going through Roblox to do it. I don't know how confident I feel about that. I think that's weird. As for Royale High, I emailed them. I had proof of said person hacking me. Like, I had them, like, I knew who it was when it happened, but I had confirmation that they did it. I had proof. I had their actual DMs with me admitting that they did it, proof that they did it. So it was very quick and it was very easy. Obviously, save everything before deleting any messages. Report the incident through the appropriate channels. Always make sure that you report it to Traderie as well. And provide as much information you can as possible. Unfortunately, as I said, there's no guarantee that lost items can be recovered, and a lot of times that they can't. I know with Royale High, I've had some decently good experiences with Royale High support. I've had really any like negative things to say. I know they're very backed up right now, so please give them time. But having evidence gives you the best chance of explaining what happened. And if you do feel embarrassed, just know that you're not alone. Even me, at my big age of 20, surprisingly, I think a lot of you don't know that I'm older, but I'm 20. These scams exist because they work. Many of them are designed to create excitement, urgency, or trust before you realize what's happening. A lot of really big things, like when like people are like, oh, my grandma got scammed by some person trying to take all of her money. Yeah, it's an urgency thing. If they sit there and they're like, hey, you owe $30 billion to the IRS and Microsoft because you ordered this giant Amazon package or whatever, you know, a lot of times, or the Nigerian princess. I don't even know if a Nigerian prince is an actual genuine thing. I'm very uncultured, I'm so sorry. But anyways, many of them are like, what the heck? It's 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm so sorry. Many of them are designed to create excitement, urgency, or trust before you realize what's happening. People of all ages experience and experience levels have fallen for scams online. The important thing isn't blaming yourself, it's taking action as quickly as you can. Do not wait 3 months. It was really funny because I didn't find out for mine. It took me a couple weeks to find out that I got hacked because I don't know what was going on in my life, but I hadn't like logged onto my account for like a week or so, which I think that's what made it a little bit easier for me to narrow down who it was. But that did also make it harder to get a lot of my items back, because that person was like, yeah, I'll give you some of your items back. Never gave me everything back. You know who you are. I still got a list of crap that you haven't given back to me. I've got all of the files still to this day on my computer. When I catch you, we gonna have beef, respectfully. Anyways, again, important thing isn't blaming yourself, it's to take action as quickly as possible, learning from what happened and helping others to stay safe. Please be safe. God, that's so bright. Please be safe. Don't do anything silly or stupid, or I don't like using the word stupid because I don't want people to be like, oh, well, I didn't know, I fell for the scam, now I'm stupid. You're not. You're not. You're not. A lot of people fall for the scam. There's like a really big one that I used to see on like TikTok, that people would invite like billionaires to like their weddings and stuff. I wouldn't really call that a scam, but to try and get free stuff from them, and sometimes whoever was in charge of responding to their mail would genuinely send something to them. So, I don't know. People are weird. People do weird things. Without further ado, I really hope this helps. As someone who's experienced it myself, as someone who's lost it to my friends, lost it to my friends? I have been hacked by, or lost stuff to my friends. People I thought were my friends, but who have seen my friends be hacked and lose their stuff as well. And it's not always hacking, sometimes it's just really scams. So obviously, do be on the lookout. I clicked this like 7 times now, there it goes. Do be on the lookout for anything like that. And if I don't get to see you guys later today, I do hope to see you all later tomorrow, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!